Now, for former prisoners, getting a job after they are released can be extremely difficult. Many businesses refuse to employ ex-offenders, but a charity is focusing on helping them get back to work. Government figures show that reoffending costs the economy £18 billion a year. Ria Chatterjee has been speaking to two young men who want to challenge the stigma of having served time.
I had a teacher say to me when I was in secondary school, I'll never forget him, "Don't need to listen to me, you're going to go to jail soon or die anyways." Something like that. And I was just like...
How old were you?
I must have been 15 at the time.
And that sticks in your head?
It stuck in my head for the longest time.
Oni Ebelu is into baking. He wants to make it a business. Just shy of a year out of prison for possession of drugs with intent to sell, he's struggled to find work.
It was hard getting work originally without having a criminal record or that stigma. I'm not going to wait for someone to hand me opportunity. I'm going to hand myself an opportunity and potentially help other people.
An ever-present help in trouble.
Joining him on his path out of prison, Key4Life, a programme to reduce youth reoffending. Government figures show reoffending costs the economy £18 billion a year.
You make a mistake, you get a criminal record, you can't get into employment. So the only way to provide for you and your family is to do other criminal activities, and it becomes a cycle. And a lot of people can't break out that cycle.
Noah Abuka did. He was charged with joint enterprise assault and ended up doing community service. Now he's a research analyst for a city insurance firm.
Key4Life primarily made me realise that I'm not the only person in this situation, that we have a segment of the population that are essentially ruled out of being able to integrate themselves back into mainstream society. We were able to really deal with our emotions of guilt, pain. Then afterwards they brought us to meet different types of employers, or different people that are open to the idea of employing someone with a criminal record.
There will be social barriers that stop some young people accessing these worlds. There will be some companies that wouldn't do this because they themselves would say, well, it's a risk.
I think change your policies. A lot of these companies have potentially got these policies in place that have maybe been there for too long. You need to modernise, you need to look at the talent pool in a different way and make that change.
Before his conviction, Oni had been at university studying biomedical science, but dropped out. He told me he was constantly exposed to gang violence as a teenager.
I feel like it got to a point where it's just like, you know what, it's inevitable, like, why are you fighting this?
That's how it felt to you, it was inevitable?
It felt like I was going to go down this path.
Oni came out of prison into the UK's first lockdown. Like so many, he's trying to make the best of it. Ria Chatterjee, ITV News.